Member, Delta School Society, Officiating Principal, Mrs. Anita Kuryapan, Administrator, Commander Jose Verghese, parents, members of the alumni, and all present here. A warm welcome on the occasion of the 46th Founders' Day celebration of the Delta Study. Founders' Day affords us an opportunity to reflect briefly on the history of our school, to highlight its accomplishments, and to describe our roadmap to the future. This is the day to pay our tribute and remember the pioneering efforts of our founding fathers. This is the perfect time to renew our dedication and sincerity to the pioneers of our institution. Let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty God.
Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Babu Rajiv, IAS, respected Administrator, Commander Jose Verghese, proud parents, my beloved teachers, and my dear students. Warm greetings on the occasion of the 46th Founders' Day. It's a wonderful feeling to celebrate the Founders' Day here with all of you after a span of 3 years. I thank God Almighty for giving us this beautiful day and also for keeping us safe during the pandemic. At this moment, I would like to place on record my sincere thanks to the sagacious vision of the management, which helped us to chart our course when we were hurled into the ocean of online learning. Teaching till then was a private experience between the teachers and the students within the confines of the classroom. However, with online learning, it was thrown open to the prying eyes of one and all. Nevertheless, as we set sail on the ship of digital learning, we learned to build, adjust, learn, unlearn, and modify our knowledge as per the situation. During this time, our management extended full support to the parents and the teachers, which resulted in uninterrupted teaching learning process in our institution. And now, after 3 years, we have gathered here in the school auditorium to celebrate the Founders' Day. And on this joyous occasion, we are honored to have with us Mr. Babu Rajiv, IAS, member of the Delta Schools Society. An erudite person, Mr. Babu Rajiv has 2 masters to his credit. He has masters in chemistry from the University of Baroda and masters in economics from the University of Manchester. After working as a lecturer for a short while in UC College, Alva, Babu Rajiv sir cleared the UPSC exam and joined the IPS, that is, the Indian Police Services. He again appeared for the UPSC exam, and this time he joined the Indian Administrative Service, the prestigious service in India. As an IAS officer, Mr. Babu Rajiv was the collector of 3 districts in Assam. He has also held many important positions during his tenure, like the Director in the Ministry of Finance, Chairman of Cochin Port Trust, Managing Director of Cochin International Airport, Director General of Archaeological Survey of India, to name a few. We are so happy to have you in our midst, sir. And I'm sure your presence here is going to be an inspiration and motivation to one and all present here. Hearty welcome, sir. Managing multiple situations, strategic planning, collaborating at different levels. All these come quite naturally to our administrator, Commander Jose Verghese. We are delighted to have you in our midst, sir. Welcome, sir. With immense pleasure, I welcome all the parents present here to witness their children getting the Excellence Awards, which is given to the students who have proved their mettle in different fields beyond academics. Welcome, dear parents, and we thank you for your unstinted support and cooperation. I also extend a cordial welcome to all the teachers of this great institution who are always ready to guide, encourage, and help our children to reach the pinnacle of success. I am also glad to welcome all the members of the non-teaching fraternity who toil tirelessly for the smooth functioning of this great institution. Special welcome to all my dear students who have gathered here on this momentous occasion. It is a time to reflect on the school's past, our founding fathers, and their vision. It is a time when we have a sense of history and we think how far we have come as a school community. You, my dear students, have the responsibility of carrying ahead the legacy of our founding fathers who believed in doing good to others and leaving this world a better place than we found it. Let us remember that each day brings a chance to one and all to excel and to leave no work undone. Let's keep reminding ourselves that we are sent in this world to do good, and let our actions bring joy and sunshine into the lives of the people around us. May the good Lord continue to guide us, shower His blessings, and bless us with good health and prosperity. Once again, hearty welcome to everyone and thank you.
Thank you for your gracious welcome. Greatness begins with a touch of inspiration. It's time now for our chief guest to share his valuable insights with us. May I invite our chief guest, Mr. Babu Rajiv, IAS, to address the gathering.
Let me first of all thank the principal and the students for inviting me to be the chief guest of today's function to celebrate the Founders Day. I understand that for the last couple of years we could not formally celebrate the Founders Day for reasons well known to all of you. However, I think it is most appropriate that we remember those noble people who have laid the foundations of this school. And hence, it is appropriate that we formally celebrate the Founders Day every year. When we celebrate the Founders Day, it may be appropriate also to recall the early days of Delta Study. As some of you are certainly aware, the Delta Study was established in 1976 by a team of public-spirited persons under the leadership of Mr. Manchu Menon. I recall that I had opportunity to know Mr. Manchu Menon personally, and he always sounded to me as a person of great nobility as well as public spirit. The first principal of the school was Brigadier K.S. Menon. The school building, our old school building, along with 3.25 acres of land, were acquired by Delta in the year 1983. And over the years, the institution grew up, adding more facilities, students, staff, and various other extracurricular facilities to reach its present stage. In 1983, Delta Study was affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education. I am very happy to say that the Delta Study has been successful in establishing a reputation that gave the parents of our students a firm conviction that their students will do well in studies as well as in character development at Delta. As you would definitely agree with me, the school is not just a building of mortar and concrete, nor is it merely a place of tuition. In fact, a school is a place where the character of a student is developed. It is in the school that it develops some of the best features of a citizen. The school contributes to the overall personality development of the student. I do recall my own days in a remote school in a small village. Even today, I can recall in front of me the faces of my teachers and the students who were with me. I have no doubts in my mind that it was my school that has made me what I am. So, the importance of the school in in the development of personality of a student is perhaps the most important. On this Founders Day, let us reaffirm our duty to work with total dedication and sincerity for excellence in academics as well as in character development. Let us also develop better citizens for tomorrow. India is a country with people of different languages, with people of different religions, of different social customs and practices. Yet, we are all Indians, and the students coming out of Delta should be able to appreciate this diversity in the Indian population and should work with total dedication to this nation's development. I take this opportunity to request all my students to develop respect, empathy, and sensitization for everyone. We are all proud to be Indians, and together we constitute this great nation, India. Jai Hind.
To celebrate this auspicious occasion, I now cordially invite Mr. Babu Rajiv IAS for the cake cutting ceremony. The Best Outgoing Student of the Year 2020-21 and the recipient of the Principal's Trophy is Miss Ananya Piyush Vajitia. Due to unavoidable reasons, Ananya is not present to receive the prize. I invite her parents, Mr. Piyush N. Vajitia and Mrs. Shifali N. Vajitia, and her sister to receive the award. May I request the officiating principal, Mrs. Anita Kuriyathan, to award this trophy. In scientific skills and computer application, Karen Maria Cyprian. Excellence in scientific aptitude, Dia S. Baker. Excellence in computing Sneha Robert. Excellence in Sports Games, Paul Sam Shaji. Thank you very much, sir. Sports Games goes to Panay K. Shah. Excellence in Sports Athletics, Mohammed Akhil K.M. Cooperation with Teachers, Mohammed Akmal P.A. Again, cooperation with Teachers, Adriana Sebastian. Excellence in Art, Grace Mridula Raphael. Excellence in Dance goes to Eva Seona. Agent to enlighten us on the making of our school e-magazine Harmony 2020-22, 21-22.
A very warm good morning to one and all. I believe if you keep your faith, you keep your trust, you keep the right attitude, if you're grateful, you'll see God open up new doors. Respected dignitaries, the most eminent chief guest, Mr. Babu Rajiv sir, officiating principal, Mrs. Anita Kuriapin, administrator commander, Jose Verghese, teachers, staff, and all my dear children. The process of making a school magazine is indeed a Herculean task. As we all know, a school magazine is always about bringing out the hidden gem which is hiding in the depths of the sea. The 30th annual edition of e-magazine portrays the hard work, struggle and effort put forth by the editorial board and all the teachers. On this auspicious occasion, I take up this opportunity to thank each and every single individual who extended a helping hand in directly and indirectly in bringing out the e-magazine. The e-magazine will be available in course of time. Wishing you all a happy reading. Thank you and God bless.
May I now request our chief guest, Mr. Babu Rajiv sir, to release the 30th issue of Harmony 2021-22.
stands tall, scaling greater heights, spreading her radiance near and far.
Yesterday is a dream, tomorrow is a vision. But a day well lived makes every yesterday a dream of happiness and every tomorrow a vision of hope.
Carrying the same vision, we, the Delta family, successfully completed 46 splendid and tremendous years of its existence.
The achievements of an organization are the results of the combined effort of each individual.
With our motto, dedication and sincerity, this great institution evolved after many discussions and deliberations. We extend our heartiest thanks to the members of our family. You are the hope and the forebearers of tomorrow. You carry the mantle. Education at Delta reflects innovation in the methodology of learning, making us responsible citizens of tomorrow.
A grand salute to all the members of the management committee and the Delta fraternity. At the helm, to ensure that we scale great heights, we have our guiding lights to encourage and support. President Mr. A.I. Korean,
Vice President Mr. Mohan Korean,
Secretary Mr. Joseph Paul,
Treasurer Mr. Kora Aip,
Members Mr. T.K. Maghav,
Mr. Abraham Marcos,
Mr. Babu Rajiv IAS,
and Mr. Narayana Murthy.
Reminiscences of Founders Day. A walk down memory lane.
The Delta Study was founded in 1976 under the leadership of late Mr. Manju Menon and a team of company executives in Kochi.
In the beginning, the school was functioning in the auditorium of the Cochin Club. The building housed the classrooms and the office.
The school was then shifted to an old building near the Fort Kochi post office.
Our founding fathers purchased the present school building and the 3.25 acres of the land from the then owners Patel Volkart, two brothers from Mumbai.
The year 1983 laid the foundation of the new school building.
Renovation of the auditorium block in 2017.
The renovation of the new block in 2022.
The founder principal of the Delta Study was Brigadier K.S. Menon.
The first teacher who joined the Delta Study was Mrs. Olive Painter.
A staff photograph with the first principal and the staff.
Old memories.
The Deltian cricket team of 90s.
Memorable personalities: Mr. Manju Menon,
Brigadier K.S. Menon,
Mr. Paul Joseph.
Barrister P.K. Korean.
Under the guidance and support of our presidents and the managing committee members, the Delta Study has reached great heights.
Our school has been headed by 5 presidents. The first president, Mr. Uman Thomas.
The second president, Mr. Sato Koda.
The third president, Barrister P.K. Korean.
The fourth president, Mr. T.K. Madhav.
Our present president and founder member, Mr. A.I. Korean, has been involved with the school from its beginning.
We are grateful to all our principals for leading and inspiring us for 46 years.
Our first founding principal, Brigadier K.S. Menon, who has patiently mentored the growth of the school.
Our second principal, Mr. Eric Kokena.
The third principal of our school was Mrs. Esther Halegua, who strongly led the school.
Mr. Sinha, the fourth principal, was a great teacher and a motivator.
The fifth principal, Mr. M.R. Jadeja, was a great administrator and one with a pleasant personality.
Mr. K.V. Paulos, who joined the Delta family as the sixth principal, was a friendly and a motivating person.
The seventh principal, Mrs. Saroja Murali Krishnan, who brought a new dynamism to the activities of this institution.
Behind every great school is a great principal, and that was our 8th principal, Mrs. Shireen Francis, a disciplined and caring person.
Mrs. Anita Kuriappan, who is a confident, determined, cheerful, and friendly person, is our current officiating principal.
The prestigious Principal's Trophy was awarded for the first time to the Best Student of the Year, Mr. Cyprian Anthony.
We take pride to say that the Deltians were the pioneers in conducting inter-school competitions.
Some of the competitions which were hosted by us were Kerala Inter-School Tennis Tournament,
The Inter-School Delta Debate Competition,
the Inter-School Delta Soccer.
The management and the staff of the Delta Study had a very close bonding. Few pictures of them in the Delta premises.
The institution was set up with the sole purpose of imparting education to the young, blossoming minds of the country.
The AISSC toppers scoring A1 in all subjects for the academic year 2020-2021 were Nandana Kishore,
Nishta Anand Ravel,
Joshua Sabib Palokaran,
Astal Chris Genry,
Namita N. Nayak,
Janvi S. Seth.
and Dhruvi C. Shah.
The AISSCE toppers for the academic year 2020-2021 were Neeraj Krishna from the Science Batch,
Gauri Badra and Ananya Piyush Majithia from the Commerce Batch.
Infrastructural Development,
New Block,
Construction of 10 new classrooms,
Principal's Room,
Vice Principal's Room,
Office,
modern, well-equipped washrooms and washroom for the physically challenged.
The school anthem was written and composed by Mrs. Usha Uttup. Let us all stand and sing our school anthem with pride in our hearts.
We are the students of the Delta Study, and we proudly sing a song. We come here to learn about the world, to know right from wrong. Come every stranger, you are welcome, and see what we say is true. Stay for a while, look around, you like it as much as we do. We are here to receive education, to learn to live in harmony. The best school for that purpose is this and forever will be. Come in, look stranger, you are welcome, and see what we say is true. Stay for a while, look around, you like it as much as we do. We've got the best teachers you can think of, and the nicest school building you will see. And in the shade of the great rain trees, whose branches swing with breeze from the sea. Come every stranger, you are welcome, and see what we say is true. Stay for a while, look around, you like it as much as we do.
We can, we will, we must achieve excellence, and the journey continues.